Hi, welcome to I Love Whiskey. My name is Leonardo and today I'm going to show you how you can make a magnificent margarita with tequila. No, really? That's not new. Of course not. I'm going to show you how you can make it with whiskey. Now, before you even thinking what is whiskey doing with tequila, well,
Tequila? Who said tequila?
go to bed. Just go to bed. Go to bed, stay there. Alright, back to the video. Anyways, this cocktail, first of all, I had to find a whiskey that, first of all, was a bit peated. That was my total idea behind this, to make a peated version of the margarita. Now, I'm going to show you the whiskey I chose, which was Great King Glasgow blend. The reason I chose this whiskey is because, first of all, it has those sherry notes, has that peated flavor to it, and a bit fruitiness. So you still keep that fruity, like kind of fresh feel to the drink. But I'll be honest, I haven't tasted this, and it's been some time since I tasted this whiskey from Compas box. So I'm gonna have a small sip just before we get started for one reason only, and that is actually to. Oh my god.
What? You say tequila?
I don't know what to say. Anyways, I'm gonna taste it so I know how many CLs I want compared to the tequila, because I still want the tequila to be present. Because if I don't,
Say tequila.
yeah, tequila. If I don't understand fully what this is, because it also has this wine feel to it, and if I go too much whiskey into this drink, then I'll get more a New York whiskey sour feel to it, and I don't want to go there. I want it to still keep that margarita identity. So I'm gonna taste the whiskey slightly, just so I understand how much I can actually permit to be in the glass. So it's gonna be a not very even amount. I'm gonna try with 3.5 CLs whiskey and 2.5 tequila. Now the recipe, just to sum it up, it's gonna be whiskey, tequila, agave, syrup, and not lemon but lime juice. And this is because I chose agave. For personally, I think they fit better than they do with agave and lemon juice. But you could definitely go with lemon juice, and most people would go there. However, personally, if I went for the lemon juice, then I would actually also add a bit of pepper. But that's a personal note. Now, we still want to keep it a bit classic margarita. So we're going to go a bit of the tourist version with the salty rim. I'm not a big fan of the salty rim. I love salt when it's really in the right measurements. And to get that salt, if you don't know how to do it at home, what you do is either take, doesn't matter what fruit you take, but if it's lemon, even grapefruit, but of course it makes most sense to take something that you're already using. So we're gonna opt for the lime juice. And you take it through here, the edges, and this will be a sticking point for all the salt. So then, and I put the salt, yes. I put the salt down in the plate and just need to do this. And that will give me, of course, my salt rim, as you can see. This is optional, to be honest. So, our drink. We need 3.5 whiskey. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go for 4 CLs of whiskey. The reason I changed my mind is because I can still like feel the whiskey and see it working. And for me it makes more sense to put 4. But however, I will add a bit of tequila more. So it's gonna be 2.5 just as before. And that's of course CLs. If you want to see the measurements in ounces, please look at the description box and then you can read the recipe in ounces. The next part is a bit more tricky. When you use agave syrup is very thick. That means you need to shake hard to actually get that mixed into the drink. Else you will get like a small part of it that doesn't really mix in. Here I'm going to use 2 CLs. Back to my small jigger. One thing you could of course do is choose to make a 50-50% agave and sugar water. It will make it way easier to work with. But now we're just going to straightforward version, which will be a bit more agave with no sugar water. And it's extremely thick. But it also has a way more honey-based flavor compared to if you use regular sugar water. Now, since the agave is sweeter, I'm gonna actually not add 2, but 2.5 of my lime juice. And there you have it. That's all the ingredients we need to make our margarita work. And what we're looking for is that we still want the peanut feel to be there. And it is a margarita. However, here we made it with a twist. So we have the peated blended whiskey. So remember, shake hard enough so you can already see that you can start drawing here. That means you're ready. And with this shaker in particular, you have to be careful that you don't, and it goes everywhere. Now we want to taste it, of course. You want to be the first?
No.
That's actually a very good blend. And when we make it like this, what we actually get that I didn't get when I was just sipping the whiskey is we get actually, I mentioned pepper before, we get pepper notes right now. And the peat is very light, but it's there. So even people that don't drink peated whiskey can actually enjoy this cocktail. Now, I wouldn't serve it with salt, but we're gonna do it just for demonstrations. I would actually go for the clean glass and not the salted version. But we're gonna make Tanya try it. And maybe she loves it with salt. And that's the take on how you can make a margarita with a peated flavor. Could you choose a different whiskey? Of course you can, but then you need, of course, to know the tequila. You need to know what sugars you're working with, and you need to make a decision. What makes the most sense to choose, lemon or lime juice? If you like this video, please put like, and remember, if you also want to see whatever else we're doing, push that subscribe button and follow us here on YouTube. That's all for now. And actually, maybe it's not all for now. You have something to comment on? Something to add on?
Yeah. Just pictures.
Oh my god.
Nothing more. Just that.
So while she takes the picture, the selfie picture, please remember, all the recipes will be both in CLs and ounces in the description. And remember to subscribe. Thank you for now. This is Leonardo signing off from I Love Whiskey. Bye.